Standard 8, General Science, Chapter 11, Human Body and Organ System. Video 2. In this video, we will study about blood circulatory system, heart, structure and its function. Different organs in the human body work in groups and form a organ system to smoothly carry out various life processes. So first of all, we should know what are life processes. All the vital processes which are essential properties of living beings are collectively called as life processes. Different organs in our body are working in groups so as to smoothly carry out various life processes. These life processes takes place in various steps. Specific organs carry out the specific steps. Group of organs working together to perform a specific function is called as organ system. Various organ systems, example, digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, nervous system, excretory system, reproductive system, skeletal system, muscular system, etc. are functioning in our body. Respiratory and circulatory system together provide energy to the cells required for carrying out various life processes. In the previous video, you have understood respiratory system. Now, let us know about circulatory system in human. To understand blood circulatory system, you should know what is the function of circulatory system. The first very important function is transport of various substances like water, hormones, oxygen, soluble nutrients and waste materials through different organs. The second most important function is the blood circulatory system helps in fighting diseases. It stabilizes the temperature and pH of the body and it thus maintains homeostasis. So what is homeostasis? Homeostasis is the state of steady internal physical and chemical conditions which is maintained by all living systems. Now we know the function of circulatory system. So here we should now understand the different organs involved in circulatory system. It consists of heart, blood vessels and capillaries. The first and foremost very important organ of blood circulatory system is the heart. Heart is present almost at the center in thoracic cage. It is present behind the ribs between two lungs and slightly inclined on left side of the body. Size of our heart is equal to one's own fist and its weight is about 360 grams in human. It is covered by a double layered peritoneal membrane. A fluid is present between the two membranes due to which heart is protected from friction and mechanical shocks. Human heart is a muscular organ. It is made up of involuntary cardiac muscles. They contract and relax with a definite rhythm, and this is called as beating of the heart. Heart internal structure. As you know, human heart is a muscular organ. Internally, the heart is divided into left and right compartments by a vertical partition known as septum. Each of these compartments means the right compartment as well as the left compartment is again divided into two chambers. The right side, it is right atrium and right ventricle. The left side, it is left atrium and the left ventricle. Atrium is the upper chamber, ventricle is the lower chamber. Thus, in all, heart consists of 4 chambers. Blood circulation through the heart. The process of pumping the blood towards various parts of the body and bringing it back towards heart is called as blood circulation. To maintain the continuity in circulation, heart alternately contracts and relaxes. Consecutive single contraction and relaxation of heart constitutes a single heartbeat. The normal resting adult human heart rate is 60 to 100 beats per minute. Now, let us understand blood circulation through heart in detail. First of all, let us see the right side of the heart. Blood enters the heart through two large veins, the inferior and superior vena cava, emptying the oxygen deficient blood from the body into the right atrium. As the atrium contracts, blood flows from your right atrium into your right ventricle through the open tricuspid valve. When the ventricle is full, the tricuspid valve shuts. This prevents blood from flowing backward into the atria while the ventricle contracts. As the ventricle contracts, blood leaves the heart through the pulmonic valve into the pulmonary artery and to the lungs, where it is oxygenated. Now, left side of the heart. The pulmonary vein empties oxygen-rich blood from the lungs into the left atrium. As the atrium contracts, blood flows from your left atrium into your left ventricle through the open mitral valve. When the ventricle is full, the mitral valve shuts. This prevents blood from flowing backward into the atrium while the ventricle contracts. As the ventricle contracts, blood leaves the heart through the aortic valve into the aorta, and from there it is circulated throughout the body. Once the oxygen deficient blood travels through the pulmonic valve, it enters your lungs. This is called as pulmonary circulation. In the lungs, oxygen travels from the tiny air sacs through the walls of the capillaries into the blood. At the same time, carbon dioxide, which is a waste product of metabolism, passes from the blood into the air sac. Carbon dioxide leaves the body when you exhale. Once the blood is purified and oxygenated, it travels back to the left atrium through the pulmonary veins. So, are you understanding? The blood circulation in the heart is 2 times. Now, we should understand what is systemic circulation. The systemic circulation in heart carries the oxygenated blood from the left ventricle through the arteries to the capillaries in the tissues of the body. From the tissue capillaries, the deoxygenated blood returns through a system of veins to the right atrium of the heart. So now you are understanding the blood circulation in heart is of 2 types, systemic circulation and pulmonary circulation. During systemic circulation, the oxygen-rich blood is carried throughout the body, and during pulmonary circulation, the deoxygenated blood is carried to the lungs for its oxygenation. The human blood circulatory system consists of heart, blood vessels and capillaries. Now we will study about the different types of blood vessels, structure and their function. Heart is beating continuously. Due to this, blood continuously circulates through the blood vessels. There are 2 main types of blood vessels. The first type of blood vessel here is arteries. Blood vessels which carry the blood away from heart are called as arteries. Arteries carry oxygenated blood except the pulmonary artery which carries deoxygenated blood. Arteries are deeply located in the body and their walls are thick. These vessels do not have valves. Second type of blood vessel is known as veins. Vessels carrying the blood towards the heart from various parts of the body are called as veins. All veins except the one carrying blood from lungs transport deoxygenated blood. The exception is pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein is the only vein carrying oxygenated blood to the heart. Most of the veins are superficially located in the body. Their walls are thin and these are provided with valves so as to prevent the backflow of the blood into the body tissue. Capillaries. The system of blood vessels resembles like a tree. The trunk, that is the main artery or aorta from the heart, gradually branches out with decrease in its diameter as it spread into the body and finally form fine hair-like vessels called as capillaries. Arteries are branching up into capillary network known as arterioles. The walls of capillaries are extremely thin and made up of single layer of cells. Due to this, exchange of materials between the capillaries and the cells becomes easy. During the exchange, the oxygen, nutrients, hormones, vitamins, etc. are sent towards the cell and the waste material of the cells move into the blood. Capillaries unite together to form the small vessels known as venules. Venules join together to form the vessels of more diameter called as the veins. Capillary network is present in each and every organ of the body. Functioning of heart. The process of pumping the blood towards various parts of the body and bringing it back towards the heart is called as blood circulation. So as to maintain the continuity in circulation, heart alternately contracts and relaxes. Consecutive single contraction and relaxation of the heart constitutes a single heartbeat. Pulse is a pressure wave felt at the artery due to ventricular contraction of the heart. The pulse rate and the number of heartbeats is equal in a healthy person, that is 72 times per minute. The contractions of heart causes increase in the blood pressure in arteries. This leads to feeling of pulse wave. In medicine, a pulse represents the tactile arterial palpation of the heartbeat by trained fingertips. The pulse may be palpated in any place that allows an artery to be compressed near the surface of the body, such as at the neck, wrist, at the groin. That means the junctional area between the abdomen and the thigh on either side of the pubic bone, or behind the knee near the ankle joint and on the foot. Pulse can be easily felt. The frequency of pulse rate is the same as the rate of heartbeat, that is from 60 to 100 beats per minute. Hence, checking the pulse rate is a direct measure of the heartbeat.